AI has changed the face of music forever.
Never look back since they turned their back.
Now anyone can become Kanye. But would you really want to?
No!
Where do we go next? Is AI truly the great unlock of human creativity and productivity we keep being told it is?
Ultimately, what I think it does is allow more people to be artists. And ultimately, humans will be the winners, and we'll see humans continue to get more creative and more productive.
In this episode, we're going deep on Korus, the AI music generation tool from Pixelynx. What is it? How do you use it? And why has it got everybody at the studio going nuts? Because this thing, not now, is redonkulously fun. And no, they didn't pay us to say that, but they are sponsoring this video. And that's a perfect moment to just say this. We are only going to be working with content partners whose products we genuinely love and we think you'll love too. This is one of them. Let's get to it. Space, and my face is gone. All right, we're going to start with a little bit of history for you. DJing, well, it used to be this crazily analog craft. Technics, 1210s, record bags stuffed with vinyl, and the skill of beat matching, rubbing your thumb on the platter to get that perfect sync between records. That was the game. But then in 2005, one of the world's most respected DJs changed that game forever. That DJ was Sasha, and for the first time, DJing went digital.
We've invited one of the world's biggest DJs to record a one-off set for us, mixed live on entirely a digital platform. What you won't hear are any records or CDs, but what you will hear for the next 2 hours is a unique performance with music re-edited and remixed on Ableton Live software. This is a worldwide first.
Since then, Ableton has evolved into a phenomenal live performance tool, enabling artists like Elka Klein and Who Made Who to become what's known as hybrid performers, remixing tracks live, playing instruments over their DJ sets, and elevating that DJ experience into something else entirely. That Sasha set changed the game overnight, and I think we can all feel that AI possesses the same kind of transformational power. And I ask you this, is Korus this generation's Ableton? Now that I couldn't say, but I want you to hold that idea of the hybrid performer in your head, because for me, that is where the real juice is in all of this. So Korus is the first proper release from Pixelynx, the Animoca brand's own metaverse company, co-founded by DJ and producer deadmau5. According to their website, this platform will fundamentally reimagine how music and gaming is experienced in the digital world, giving artists and fans a blank canvas to experiment and create new meaning. Korus then is where that vision all comes together. It's an AI-powered music creation platform where you can build and remix content using an AI called GenCore. So you make the music with licensed stem files made by artists, and music labels then mint what you create as an NFT. And in theory, you could earn $1 from doing so. Korus pays the artists for the music they upload, and artists get ownership of every new piece of content that uses their stems, all on chain. Users split the royalties with the original IP holders. But honestly, the best thing is just to jump in and start making some music. So let's do that. We are here deep in the Broadside Bunker, and this is the perfect place for us to do an episode about dance music. Now, you remember the last time we were here, we had a bunch of Broadsiders in there skanking out, which was obviously awesome. But now we pimped it up a little bit. We brought in a whole DJing setup. Here it is. Check that out. Got some mixers, got some turntables, obviously a laptop. The turntables don't do anything. I don't know why they're even there, but more importantly than that, we've got a massive screen over there, which is showing exactly what I'm doing on the computer here. So let's sit ourselves down, let's get comfortable, and let's cook ourselves up some fat beats. Kitchen's open, everybody. Let's get the knives out. All right, so here we are on the Korus website, and this is the place where all the magic happens. It can be a little bit confusing the first time you go in, but don't worry about it. All you have to do is go up to this top right, and you've got two products here, Korus and Korus Labs. We will have a look at Korus Labs later. There is some very intriguing things in there, but the thing we want is Korus. So let's click on that and dive right in. It's very, very simple. The one we want is make a song. That is where all the magic happens. So now you're confronted by this. And this is what they call the sound nebula. And this is really your gateway to what's called the layer mosaic. And the layer mosaic is we're going to basically take all these different sound elements, mash them together, and make our loop. So how it works is you've got all these stars, and these stars represent stems. A stem is basically a unit of music that is used to make up an entire song. And sometimes you want the stems separately because then you can kind of cut up music, make it whatever you want it to be, and the stems are super useful for that. And if I mouse over any of these little dots, you'll hear some pretty fat music. Oh yeah. And all of these can be used as the foundation of a loop. And the different colors represent different types of stems. So you've got bass loops, you've got drum loops, you've got vocal loops, you've got harmony loops, that kind of thing. Then on the right hand side, you've got different genres. Some of the more popular genres, shall we say, you've got EDM, you've got dark techno, you've got deep house, bass, Afro beats. So that will obviously color the way that the loop is built. So if we wanted to filter by broadside, for instance, look at what happens to the sound nebula, filter by broadside, and suddenly only broadside sounds are available in the universe. So I don't know, let's make some EDM, why not? So I'm looking at the EDM genre. What about a drum loop? Maybe this one? Oh, there you go. That's got that kind of old school garage feel about it. Let's start with something like that. Basically, we've got this loop. So if we go down to create down here, it's basically going to spit out a recipe for a loop with different components in it. So you've got your drums, you've got your bass, you've got your chords, you've got melody, harmony, and vocals. You see how quick that was as well? It was literally 3 seconds. And the AI has basically selected elements that it thinks will work really well together. And now you have a loop. So let's have a listen. I mean, it's already sounding pretty good, right? And maybe Omar can show a little bit more camera angles as we go. Yes, there's my big screen. You can imagine being in the DJ booth. All right. Okay. So let's stop just there because we can isolate individual parts. I'll just play them. So that's obviously the drums. And you can just, these are all numbered, so you can press the number on your keyboard. We just want the bass. It's not much good if you can't see my face, Omar. That's just the bass. I can feel it going through my bones. Oh, hello. Yeah. So what's happening with the chords? All right. That's a juicy one, isn't it? So if we put these all together, that's what it sounds like. So that's the full loop, but we can change that. So if we don't like, for instance, the bass, we can hit that. And now we do shift, we can just isolate that. We've got a different bass line going on, but what if I don't like that one? What if I want something different? You'll notice what the AI has done is it's basically picked different loops that work together, and it's actually put them in the right pitch and the right tempo all automatically. You don't have to worry about any of that. That's quite clever. So let's just bring everything back. And there you go. And that is a loop. And we can record this loop, but we also got this trackpad over here. So this trackpad is pretty amazing because it can do a bunch of simple things, just adding effects in real time. So if we want, we can do high pass, which will just cut out all the bass. And you can bring the bass back in. Or if you want to just the bass frequencies, you can imagine like just building up. Drop out the drums. Ready? Yeah! And we've got some reverb in there as well. Everything's getting a little bit spacey in here. So now we have that, we can create a track. Ooh, some nice little elevator music just to keep us busy while we go.
A few moments later.
And what has it done? It's actually built an entire track based on the loop samples that we put in. This is a complete track. It's 2 minutes, 15 seconds long, and it's done. So now we have a complete track, and it shows you all the different stems that make up this track. And once you have this track built, you can actually download it as well. So you could take that and bring it into your digital audio workstation, or DAW, as it's known in the business, and build your own track. The reason for doing this is basically like a digital sketchbook. You can essentially just very rapidly build out a new track that you might want to try out, and then you can start using that as the basis of your own track. So let's say if we wanted to build something completely different, and start with something like that, create, and suddenly we have another completely different type of track. Something much sexier. Hit him at one time. Ladies, it's a party tonight in my virtual universe. Would you come and be with me tonight? With me tonight? Oh yeah. What about like something dark, like a tech house one? Brand new track, and there it is. Something for like 2 a.m. Oh, it's getting nasty. It's getting nasty. So it's really that simple to build a track, but there is so much more you can do with this platform. Let me show you a couple of things that are in there as well. So you've got a few different cores here. You've got a mousetrap one, we've got the Gen core, got the broad core, and if I press show core, you can see it's basically this little 3D representation of an AI. And that AI eventually is going to be able to learn your music taste. It's going to learn what you like, and it's going to be able to get smarter at suggesting you combinations of stems or combinations of artists that you like. The thing that I find the most fun about this platform is the thing I'm going to demonstrate for you now. Because we've been trying to think about how we would use this. What possible, use case do we have for this? Could you use Korus not just to build loops, but to build an entire set? So we're going to build a first drum and bass loop. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to randomize the drums and ask it to bring in a new drum loop. And because you've got access to the different loops on your keyboard, you can just drop them in and out. So you kind of got control over mixing these things live. And then you can obviously isolate elements like the bass and the drums. So you're starting to see how it can be used as a live remixing tool. We'll bring the bass now. There is a button down here, which is the randomize button. And if I click that, something magical happens. Watch. Listen. Listen. What? How did it do that? My headphones are falling off. Did you hear what it just did? It just did a perfect, seamless mix to a completely different track. Completely seamlessly. So now I get to do it all over again, like a remix. So why is this useful? Well, look, I mean, who doesn't love a good DJ set? And if Korus is taking care of this, then what could I do over the top? I could be singing, I could be playing an instrument over the top, I could be doing all sorts of different things. And the thing is, if the vibe doesn't work, I'll switch to something else. And I know what you're thinking is like, well, the AI is doing all the work for you, but for some people, maybe that's just the way they want to do it. Oh, it's changed again. Perfect mix every time. So up here you will see there are some things which say locked and unlocked. Let's have a look at the locked. And if I click on it, it says down the bottom, it says 50. It's 50 what? 50 noise coin. So noise coin is the soft currency that lives on the platform itself. And this is a currency you can earn by just literally making tracks. And you can add up the current, you get like 8 noise coin every day, and the more tracks you make, the more noise coin you make. But those will enable you to unlock more stems, more things that you might want to listen to. So if I want to own this, I just click on there. I can unlock the stem, and then I can use it to create a brand new track. Oh, look there, we just made a house track in less than 3 seconds. Yes. See how simple that is. See how easy that is. It's just brilliant. I love it. But the thing is, I don't know what I'm going to say. So I know what you're thinking. There's basically going to be a ton of music getting created, and that is absolutely true. But that also means that there's going to be a ton of people creating music. And if you think of it like an audio sketchbook, it's just this ability to spin up an idea or get inspired by an idea, and then you can obviously take that and take it into your own workstation and work with it and create your own different versions of it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'll tell you what, my son loves it as well. He cannot stop making tracks. He's just obsessed with it, which makes me very, very happy indeed. So there is a Web3 and NFT component to all of this, and that's the bit that we didn't cover yet. When you make a track, you don't actually own it, but you can. That's the thing. So you can mint it as an NFT, and lots of people have minted tracks and they now own them. And the thing is, if we mint it as an NFT, if people start to enjoy the tracks that we're using in the show, that we've created ourselves using Korus, well then they can own them as well. And we could use them, bundle them up in drops, or we could start creating music related or music themed content, because we just use so much music. And it just makes total sense for us to be able to bundle those digital experiences or those digital collectibles into the broader 3D universe that we are building within. And that starts to open up some interesting ideas, because any artist that creates a stem that gets put on the platform will also take a share of any future sales of that. So there's an incentive for all of us to make stuff, to make it available for people, and to make them fall in love with it. And if we can do that, then everybody wins. Let's go and have a little dig around the Sound Enabler and see what we can find. There's a little button here that says bass. Bass!
Out of control.
It's 2 a.m.
Control.
and it's getting nasty in here. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Ooh, that's nasty. I'm gonna stay well away from reggaeton. I've heard bad things happen when you start playing with reggaeton. Oh yeah. Nice. All right, we got some filth in there. Give me something deep. Yeah.
Get it sexy, get it sexy, get it sexy. Happy ladies, at the massive, super massive, coming at ya. Woo!
2 hours later.
I feel like David Guetta. I'm just pressing one button and the whole music's just happening like magic. Oh, look, I just did a mix without touching the console. Thanks, Korus. Oh, this is a vibe. See how easy it is. This is just remixing live. And I have zero talent for this shit whatsoever.
One eternity later.
I've got them all so bored that they just fallen asleep while I just sit here. It's been like 52 hours I've just been playing stupid stuff in the broadside bunker by myself. So let me give you a little glimpse into what we're thinking about how we might use Korus, because obviously we build everything in Unreal Engine. Here it is, it's virtual production. We built the broadside bunker, which is a place the whole raves in to do live dance music. And I've always wanted to be able to play the guitar in the volume at the same time. And well, I prepared a little house track just to give you a little glimpse of how that might work. This is Korus in the background and me on the top. Now these visuals behind me, they're responding in real time to the music as well. Now this is the most basic version of it we could build, but you can start to see how all of this starts to respond to all of that at the same time. And it's not just that, is it? Because like raving on your own is no fun. If you look over there, I pointed in the wrong direction. If you look over there, you might see someone. And who is that? Well, that's someone who's actually dancing in the other room, live mocapped, using radical motion into the volume at the same time. So we can have people in here dancing away, grooving away in Unreal Engine. Korus is providing the soundtrack. I'm jamming on the top. I'm playing like shit. And now look, I've got a whole bunch of people dancing in the volume with me at the same time, except they're not here. They could be anywhere in the world, all part of the same experience with me at the same time. We've got live music, we've got AI-generated music, we've got a DJ, but crucially, we also have the audience. And all that music is powering these visuals in the volume at the same time. And let me tell you, This is the most basic version of it that we can build at the moment, but maybe you can start to see now why we get so excited about all of this. This is only just the beginning, but yeah, Korus, go give it a try. Now let's get my jam on, yeah? Woohoo! I've forgotten how to play. Who are you, by the way? Holy crap, it works! It worked so well.